Silver Ferns culture under attack after humiliating loss. Silver Ferns culture under attack after humiliating loss. Coaching luminaries Yvonne Willering and Robin Broughton have hit out at the culture in the Silver Ferns camp following a third straight double-digit thumping by Australia. New Zealand's Commonwealth Games preparations are in tatters after a 67-48 drubbing in their Quad Series finale in Johannesburg on Sunday, Monday NZ time. The Silver Ferns have lost 5 straight matches to Australia, including a 4-0 Constellation Cup crushing in October, where they lost the last 2 tests by 12 and 16 goals. Former Silver Ferns assistant Broughton, who guided the Southern Sting to 7 domestic titles, didn't hold back in her assessment, arguing the side looked disconnected. Broughton struggled to recall a more lethargic Silver Ferns performance in her long time involved with the sport and said they capitulated after Australia went on a 9-0 first quarter run. "I felt very ill at ease watching it last night and that we'd dropped to that. It was far too big a score difference," Broughton said. "What is the culture like? What is the personality of the team? A team needs character. It has to have its own personal identity, its own character, and when they get out on court they are working together. There doesn't seem to be any of that." She believed there was too much individual play and said the spark and camaraderie between the players wasn't evident. They didn't look like a happy or united group, and it was being reflected in their performances. "The team looks flat. Personality-wise, it's not emanating out to us as viewers. There's no life or excitement or pats on the back." Broughton accused the Silver Ferns of being devoid of answers for much of the contest. Australia had it far too easy on attack with not enough defensive pressure being applied. When New Zealand did pick up Australian scraps, they coughed it straight back to them, which was unacceptable at the highest level. "It feels to me as if there's no life about it. I couldn't see any game plan or anything we were doing to counteract the Australians. They were just running mad with us, throwing huge big, long passes down court, across court, that we should have been intercepting." Former Silver Ferns coach Willering, who was in charge of the national team between 1997–2001, also expressed concern about the team spirit in the lackluster showing. She was growing tired of the familiar messages being uttered after matches from senior players and coach Janine Southby, but said it wasn't being implemented on court in pressure situations. "What gets me is they talk it up. After every game they say, we'll redeem ourselves and have faith in us, but they need to believe what's coming out of their mouths as well and follow it up with actions," Willering said. "It's important you demand performance from yourself and each other, and at no stage on the court did that happen." Both Broughton and Willering were worried the gap between the two netball nations was only growing larger with each series. Australia have typically always been favourites in the past, but the Silver Ferns have been renowned for boxing above their weight and upsetting and pushing their more fancied rivals. New Zealand are fast in danger of falling behind England in the World Netball pecking order. South Africa are on the rise too, having improved hugely over the past 2 years under the tutelage of former Australian coach Norma Plummer. Australia go into the Games having to leave players out, whereas we're in a situation where we're going, who are we going to put into the team? That's a difficult selection in itself, Willering said. The Silver Ferns are in a race against time with their 12-player Commonwealth Games squad needing to be announced on February 8 and their first game of the tournament on April 5, less than 10 weeks away. Willering called for Southby and assistant Yvette McCauslandry to bring some specialist coaching into their pre-Commonwealth Games trainings to help offer a fresh voice for the players.